Most people talk about how if you want to be a millionaire, you need to have seven streams of income. That's what the basic understanding is. But I'm here to tell you that in order to successfully create seven streams of income, you need to do it in the exact same industry. And the reason why is because it's going to be very difficult for you to run multiple businesses in different industries successfully. It's rarely done. In fact, I would argue that it's almost never done. And there are entrepreneurs and business owners out there who have been successful in multiple different businesses, but never at the same time. In this video, we're going to talk about how to create seven streams of income in the car rental industry. Okay, I'm Alex Otto. I help people escape their 9 to 5 using cheap economy cars. All right, and I'm going to show you guys, right? And a lot of you guys haven't even thought about this, that you can generate seven different streams of income from the exact same industry. This is something that I implement in my car rental business. And this is something that will successfully help you generate more income, right? Increase your profit margins from doing the same thing. Okay. So without any further delay, let's get right into the video. Starting at number one, obviously we're renting out the cars. Okay. So that's one stream of income. All right. You get the customer, right? Whether it's from Facebook Marketplace, whether it's from running ads, whether it's from social media, you have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, right? You have multiple different ways for you to market your business as long as you're actually doing marketing and get customers in the door, people who want to drive the cars, right, to make money. And then they pay you a weekly fee to drive your car. That's one stream of income. Okay, that's one stream of income. But unfortunately, most people are not smart enough and it ends there. Okay, a lot of you guys just don't think further enough. All right, and the reason why you're not thinking big enough is because you just don't understand the perspective. Okay, and this is something that I teach my students in the academy. All right, it's something I teach my students in my mentorship. We need to generate multiple streams of income doing the exact same thing. Okay, so once you have somebody in your car that's paying you a weekly fee, that's one stream of income. Another way that you generate another stream of income is from late fees. Okay, so as we know, we're renting out cars on a long-term basis. All right, we're giving our cheap economy cars to gig economy workers who are going to keep these cars for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, sometimes 1 year. I've had 18-month rentals. All right, so what you need to understand is that because you're giving a car to someone that's going to keep it on a weekly recurring basis, you can charge them a late fee each time you're late on their payment. Now, there are some state laws around late fees, so you can't excessively charge late fees. However, one of the things that we do is that we charge a one-time $50 late fee if someone is more than 24-hour late on paying their invoice. Okay, on most months, we make anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 extra on late fees. So you can imagine you can increase your bottom line without any additional work. Okay, that's the second stream of income. And the thing with late fees is, depending on how you run your business, you can do it in any way that you want. Okay, you can do it any fucking way that you want. It's completely up to you. Some people charge daily, $25, $20 per day, right? For me, we have a very strict repossession policy. I don't allow people to go past that 48-hour mark. Otherwise, they're in the repo lane. And because of that reason, I charge them a one-time late fee, 24 hours. After that, I'm going to get the car, chop, chop. It's done. All right. There's no need for arguments. There's no need for conversation. Okay. So you have renting out the car, putting someone in the car, they're paying you weekly. And then you have late fees. So they're late on your payment. They got to pay you an additional fee. Okay. Because let's be honest, we're running a business. Each late payment actually hurts us. Okay. You're going to have bills that you have to pay for your business. You're going to have maintenance. You're going to have work to do on these cars. Okay. So you want to make sure you get paid on time. All right. So late fees. Now, tickets and tolls. Okay. A lot of you guys complain, oh my God, how do I get renter to pay my ticket and toll? How do I get ticket and toll? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Wake up. Okay. You can make money from tickets and tolls. I make money from tickets and tolls. Each time a renter gets a ticket, or a toll, we charge something called an admin fee, okay, an administrative fee. It's an inconvenience for me to have to go to the mailbox and open that ticket, right? It ruins my day. Therefore, you are going to pay for it. Very simple, all right? I charge a $25 admin fee for tickets, and this is actually good practice because this will help prevent people from getting too many tickets, okay? You have to remember, money is a real incentive in the real world, okay? So you can incentivize behavior or you can de-incentivize behavior simply by using money. Okay, so if I tell my renters and I tell them this straight up upfront, all of this information is communicated the day they're picking up the car. It's in the contract, so they have no surprises. They agree to it. Okay, so they know upfront, like, look, if you get a ticket, you're gonna pay $25 on top of that ticket. You gotta pay me for the ticket and pay me $25 on top of that ticket. No exception. If you get a toll, you gotta pay me for the toll and pay me $2 on top of that toll. All right, so that's an inconvenience to me, so they gotta pay for it. Now for the tolls, we use Easy Pass. So each time we get billed on that Easy Pass, I know in some states it's called Sun Pass, whatever your state calls it. Um, you get toll, you get it in real time for the tolls. You bill them in real time, okay? Straight up right there. All right, so very important. So now you have renting other cars, late fees, you have tickets and tolls. All right, another way that you can make an additional revenue, an additional stream of income is through joint ventures. Okay, you're running a business, you have a skill, you have the ability to make money with an asset that 99% of the population has. So, let me ask you this. Do you think that if you go to someone that has an economy car and say, hey, this is how much I made from my car, I've made $1,600, $1,800 this month from my Toyota Corolla. You have a Toyota Corolla. I can do something similar and we can make money together. Okay? Now, somebody can give you a free car. You don't have to pay, you don't have no credit, no cash, nothing. They give you a free car and you use that to make an additional stream of income. The best part about this is that it's extremely scalable. It's extremely scalable. Okay? All you need to do is just talk to as many people as possible and you will be able to get these deals. People will give you cars if they trust you, if you have social proof, if you have proof that this is what you do, if you proof that you're good at what you do, and then you have a proven track record of making money with these cars, people will give you cars. Now, there's also another twist to the joint ventures. People will give you money to go buy cars. Okay, so you can make a profit. Essentially, you become like a dealer, like a middleman dealer. Okay, so let's say the minimum for me, the minimum for someone to give me to buy an economy car is $5,000, but I can buy cars for much cheaper than that. All right, so if somebody gives me $5,000, I can get the car for 3,500, 4K, right? And then maybe with tag fees, registration, kill switch, I'm in 4,500, 4,000, and I keep the change. I keep the balance. Okay, that goes to my pocket. That's an additional stream of income. Okay, that's an additional stream of income. Okay, and people have wired 10,000 twice to my bank account, additional stream of income. Okay, so this is another way you can make money. All right, what are we at now? We have renting cars, late fees, tolls, tickets, joint ventures. Now let's get to insurance claims. Okay, this is another way. Insurance claims is a big way you can make money. If you don't know how to make money with insurance claims, you are slacking. You are in the wrong game if you don't know how to turn an accident into a bag. I'm not talking about $500, 1,000. I'm talking about $4, $5, $6, $7, $8,000 check, boom, in that bank account. All right, you need to know how to do this. Okay, and there's multiple ways to do this in the insurance claim. Okay, this is one of the biggest ways to make money because inside insurance claim there's 4 or 5 ways alone inside insurance claims to make money. Okay, and I'll touch on a couple of them, a couple of big ones that people don't know about. I guarantee you don't know about these. I promise you. All right. One is loss of use. Okay, because we're using these cars to make money, because we're putting the cars on the road and we're getting paid on a weekly basis for these cars. When our cars are in an accident, we're losing money. Okay, so when the cars are in an accident, it's not on the road, so we're losing money. Okay, so that means the insurance company should pay us for the loss of use. Okay, our cars can be used. It's sitting, it's getting repaired. If it takes a month and your car makes 450 a week, that's $1,800 a month on top of your repairs that you're gonna do. Okay, loss of use is separate. Okay, so loss of use is one. Okay, that's one. Your repairs is two. Okay, you can make money on your repairs. All right, and I'm smiling because this I love this part of the business. Okay, so let's say your car gets damaged, body damage. It needs a whole front bumper and a hood, maybe tail lights, whatever. All right. Now you take that car to the most expensive shop, the most bougie shop in your city. Let them give you a quote. You take that quote, you give it to your insurance company or whoever is at fault's insurance company. Now it takes some skill to be able to pull this off. Um, and it's gonna be extremely hard if you don't know what you're doing to do it yourself. So if you need guidance, make sure you join my mentorship program, right? The link is in the description. Make sure you book that call and I'll be able to help you, especially when it comes to this side of things, because most people have no idea what the hell they're doing. All right. Now you give the quote to the insurance company. The insurance company is gonna go and process that quote based on the estimate to fix your car. And all you gotta do is just take the car to someone that does it for half price, much cheaper, right? A local body guy. Everybody needs a local body guy. If you're running a cheap economy car business, you need a local cheap body guy. Simple as that. Someone that can get parts from Rock Auto, for carparts.com, car-part.com. You need somebody that knows what you're doing, right? When it comes to the parts, they can put it together for you, right? And then you can do business with this person and then make sure you create a good relationship. That person will do it for half price. So your car is fixed up for half the price. The insurance company is going to pay you out for. Boom. That's an additional stream of income. All right. So what is that? I just mentioned two right there. Two right there. So we did loss of use, we did repairs. Okay. And that's on top of joint venture, tolls and tickets, and renting out the cars. We're at five. We're at five. Okay. We're at five. All right. Now, another way you can make money in the insurance section is something called diminished value. Most people don't know about diminished value. So I'm about to drop some sauce. So I hope you're taking notes. Diminished value is the difference between what your car was worth before the accident and what your car is worth after the accident. Okay. That difference is your diminished value. Your car has depreciated because of the accident. Okay. If you go buy a car and on the Carfax it has an accident on it, that exact same car is going to be cheaper than another car, the same make, model, mileage that doesn't have an accident on it. That's just the way it works. Okay, so you need to get compensated for the difference. Okay, and you need to actually be able to know how to do this. Most people have never even gotten a diminished value check. All right, so I'll give you and I'll give you a call to action. If you've been in an accident in the last 2 years and you haven't filed a diminished value claim in the state of Maryland, I know the statute of limitation in Maryland is 2 years. Some states longer, some states shorter. So in Maryland, if you have been in an accident in the last 2 years and you didn't file a diminished value claim, hit me up. I'm gonna get you a bag. Just hit me up. I'm gonna get you a bag. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. So you need to file a claim for that diminished value your car has gone through because of the accident. Because if you go try and sell that car, it's gonna be much cheaper than it was before the accident. Very simple. Okay. So now what is that? We have six right there. So we have loss of use, repairs, diminished value, tolls and tickets, renting out the cars, late fees. That's seven. All right, I'll give you all one more because I had one more. All right, one more, and this is a controversial one. Coaching. Okay, you can teach people how to do this. You can teach people how you make money. All right, and people will pay you a lot of money to learn how to make money in the industry because you have a valuable skill set. You have a repeatable system. You can teach the skills and the repeatable system and generate an extra source of income. That's eight. I gave you eight. I gave you eight. Okay, I gave you eight, and trust me, there's more. So this is all in the exact same industry. All right. So guys, there's no excuse. You can be a millionaire through car rentals. All right. We see that with the huge companies like Enterprise, Herberts, Avis. Right. They're international, global companies. Okay, that have locations all around the world. All right. So that's your proof in the pudding that you can easily become a millionaire in this industry. All right. But for me, for my brand, I teach people how to be able to quit their 9 to 5s. So it's very important for me, for you guys to be able to walk away from your job, to walk away from any bad employment situation, right? Because you have an independent way where you make money, and that will put you in an extremely powerful position. All right. So if you watch this video to the end, make sure don't leave without hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, right? If you're looking for mentorship, if you want to take your car rental business to the next level. All right. I'm Alex Otto. This is what I do. All right. This business completely changed my life, and I know it will completely change yours. All right. And I'll see you on the next video.